called Tensor Minds. We have Mansoor Saab on board with us, who is one of the founders of Tensor Minds, and today he is going to tell us about basics of social media analytics. So Mansoor Saab, Imran Saab, the stage is all yours. We are already having 15 plus participants, so please
Mhm.
shuru kar dijiye.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank Marjan, Hera, Asfar, and the whole NIC team for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone, again. So, today's webinar topic is about the basics of social media analytics, and we'll talk about that, how this can be explored, and what can be done. So, just to give you a little background of mine, I have like more than 30 years of experience. I started my career in artificial intelligence in 1989, 91. So, throughout my career, I have been into the AI systems and worked with Google DeepMind company for AlphaGo gaming and for the NHS UK project, also for the diagnosis of the different kind of diseases through medical scans. And then, of course, throughout my career, AI, deep learning, big data analytics, ERP application, data warehousing, cloud computing, BI, all these had been my playing area. Coming to the topic today, which is about social media. Now, we just a quick glance of the social media history. Of course, it started way back in 1978, if I recall, with a very basic broadcasting messaging services. So now it came a very long way until today, what we have like a scenario over here. Now, social media is divided into two platforms. One is where we socialize with, locally, globally, with the groups and with the world also. And then we have some instant messaging apps also. And there is a combination of that also. So all this makes a social media. And then, of course, there is a significance of the conventional media also. We will see that also into action, how that can be important while we are discussing social media over here. Now, because all of us today, everyone is doing social media, so there's nothing to tell about that, which app, which not app over there. But again, when we come to the business and personal and the personal application, these are two different domains over here. So in terms of the business, it has to be first of all the choice of the social media application or platform, which we should opt for. For example, if I am into a B2B business, then I have to go for a LinkedIn application, perhaps. It might not be going more on a Facebook, but if my business is B2C, which is business to consumer, I might choose Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. These would be my platforms. Okay, now this is like the choice of the platform I would be going for to choose as a social media platform. Now, what is important actually when you talk about social media over here? Because you create content, you share your content on social media, and then you expect a consumption from the customer side. So basically, seeing what they are doing actually, it's important to know what your consumers are consuming and how they are consuming actually, and importantly, so this will give you insights into inside the customer's brain actually, and that's very important key to know. Without knowing what's going on in your inside the brain of your customer, it is hard to make I mean kind of a fruitful outcome of whatever the social media platform that you're using. So basically for every customer, because you build a database over there, ideally it should be like that you should have a persona for every customer up there. Let's say, for example, visualize your customer avatar over there. So what this customer specifically maybe look like, you haven't seen him over there, but the data tells you he might be have a this personality, a person number two or person number three, a young, maybe enthusiastic, energetic, perhaps a female, one who is like more into conventional thing, one who is like more into the modern things. That's how you can segment your customer from your data actually. Now data is the key. Now what we had been doing previously in terms of well, because when we talk about the social media platform over there, let's say it is YouTube or if it is Facebook, for example, we always go for how many likes are there, how many views are there. But this is not the whole story actually. It has to go beyond. Now, after some time, you see your likes are like being going down, or your views are going actually the numbers are going down because you haven't shared new content over there, or you maybe your content is boring over there. So that's actually something which we need to understand along with the data analytics also, because analytics is one thing, but what should be done in that? So first of all, when you put your business on social media, whether you're B2C, whether you're B2B, you need to do your customer segmentation, their age, gender, for example, right? And maybe other segmentation over there. So first of all, this is one thing which is important to know. And then secondly, where your customers are actually geographically, where they are located actually, what are their socioeconomic class, for instance, right? So this is important to know where they are, whether you are on a virtual business, for example, using through e-commerce, doing e-commerce, for example, considering your social media platform, or even you are into a brick and mortar business, for example, but still you have a social media presence over there. So you need to know where your customer live actually. So what is important about that locality, for example? What is the socioeconomic class of that locality? What is the demographic of that locality? What is the population of that locality? How many I have over there in numbers over there, and how frequently these numbers are changing actually over a period of time. So you get another parameter over there of time. So you do analysis in for numbers of your customers, by type of your customers, and over the period of time actually, so that you can forecast in the future also, so where you should spend. Because whatever business you are doing, for example, Daraz, Food Panda, the actual customer are living on earth actually, and they are in some areas, some locality over there. So this is also important too, because with several social media platforms do provide all this information, share this information. And of course this depend on the user herself or himself, if he or she allows the sharing of the location data over there. But this is I mean, available in a large number already there. So now choice of a social media platform. So what is the best tool for you? There are hundreds of tools available in the market, right? Some are all like on a service base, subscription base over there. Some tools are there which you can buy on a license basis. So all this information is available over there. But it is not necessary that every tool fit for your needs. Sometimes you need customization there. So for a customization, you may offer you approach a media house, a software house over there, or you basically hire a person. But this is all very costly exercise for a very startup business, kind like what we are here in at NIC especially. The cost is a very important factor over there. So what we can do on our own, so this would be the key to understand actually. So coming to the next level, I would like to tell you about, like, there is a topic for next webinar, inshallah, in future, media trail. This is one of our product, which we will be offering free for usage for NIC community, inshallah. This platform actually is a bundle of all kind of media over there. So it's like social media, TV, radio, blogs, newspaper. So this is something in future, inshallah, we will offer NIC community for free usage, and they generate their insights, and they like help the business to promote. Now, when coming to the point, okay, how can I get the data? From where I can get this data? And what can I do with this data, for example? So first of all, the questions are, how can I get this data? For example, if I need to have like YouTube comments to be downloaded, well, there are several tools in the market available. So maybe there is a Python program over there. You can just, if you are a little bit savvy with Python or some other, even other languages like R or C Sharp, etc., these source codes are available on GitHub. I will show you the link of that also. So you can download this software, this application, this algorithm. You can just run it, and you can provide your YouTube channel links over there. It will go straight and start downloading your data over there, your comments from the YouTube channel or a video over there, and then you can instantly do some analysis. How we will do the analysis, we will come to the next session after this. Now, very importantly, like as we are discussing here, because now it's like social media presence, your footprint on your business footprint on the internet. Actually, it may be Facebook, it may be your web page, for example, there's Instagram or Snapchat, anything like that. But it is important to know that how well you have designed your page layout, your landing page, all other pages over there. So there are several tools in the market available, which we call eye tracking. So there is now a service like which is known as webcam eye tracking also. So maybe like you can reach your customer while they are sitting in their living room or their home, or maybe their workplace, for example, and you might ask them for a 5 minute time. They can view your website, and through the webcam, it can be easily captured where your concentration is, where you first actually, what was the first thing on the page which you actually focused on, and how much time that you spend over there, then what was the next thing that you went to. So this will allow you actually to gauge the content of your web page or Facebook page, whatever it is, how effective that is that the is this the one thing which is the most been attractive, had been the most attractive thing on my web page? What was the next one? And then how can you improve it actually? How can you improve the experience more? Because there may be a thing that you have a different thought. You were thinking that the something which is on the right side should have been the first thing of the attraction, but something in reality, what had happened actually, this is the thing which was on the left side got the first level of attention of your web page, of the Facebook page. So these kind of things also you guys have to consider in future, while designing a website. These are the services which you can subscribe. You can go and pay a little amount over there. But this is very important, by the way, because we just like design our website, we put the content on the internet without knowing how effective this content is. Because ideally, what should have happened? Because you should make different concept cards of your web pages over there. You might do a focus group, but this is like this require a budget over there. For startups like us, for example, this is important. Whenever we have a design, which we most of the time do internally, or we acquire a service from a designing company, so put it on these sort of services, which we call webcam eye tracking services, or similar with similar names over there, which can definitely give you real insights, so that you can accordingly you can modify your content and the location, positioning, and different all other things. So this is, I think, you should consider in the future. Now, I will take you through some other business applications, so that you understand that part also. So now we are hands-on actually. Okay. So very important to know. And first of all, how it was done. For instance, let's suppose I was showing you this slide where we ran a program, Python code, which actually downloaded the user comments, right? And I can do multiple video channel, multiple videos. I can do simultaneously, and I can download the comment. For example, comments downloaded this many, 93, 98, and then for the next video, and then for the next video. Now, after downloading, what you will be should be doing actually, that's very important to know. Now, after that, you landed over here. Let's suppose, for example, that was in your CSV format, and your CSV format you uploaded in Google spreadsheet or maybe Excel, because these are the thing, these are the tool every one of us uses on a daily basis with us, right? So, and used to basically. So, what can I do now? Now, before I go and execute this thing, let me first execute, and then I'll tell you about how this is done. So let me select this data, for instance. And okay, I have selected. I have done an add-on in Google spreadsheet, and it tells me the options of analyze selection, for example. Now it is actually doing analysis on the content, which is on the left side. The left side content was actually, imagine for the moment, this is what we downloaded from the YouTube comments or Facebook comments or Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it is, even your blogs, even on your website, for example. Now, this number, these sentences, these comments could be in thousands, maybe in millions over there. So if you have to do something manually, it is impossible for any human being to have it like done. But like use of with this artificial intelligence, combining it with simple tools like Google Spreadsheet, we can do this thing, for example. Now it's actually reading the sentence over there and comment and segmenting it into two or three different levels. Say it's a positive, negative, or neutral, for example. Now it's showing you some numbers also. This numbers is of a magnitude level. So it's a very highly on a positive side, right? So, and then this is the negative, but this negativity, if on a scale of, let's say, from 0 to 1, if I plot, this comes in the mid, it's negative, but it stands from 0 to 1 on a middle level over there. Same as with this negative also. But, and this comment, positive comment, is on the higher side towards the one number over there, which is zero point 0.9 actually. But this positive comment is slightly lesser than the comment which is at the line number 2, for example, which is a wonderful product. This, I love it, is good, but on a scale, if when you do the analysis, this comes to zero point 0.7, for example, which is less than this one. So now how can you do this thing? Now it gives you some information over there, the wonderful product positive, which is 0.92, and showing you the scale, how it is actually process this information. And this tool, you can easily go and install on your Google Sheet, basically. So you can find it on Google Workspace Marketplace. These are like text analytics. I can share the link with you guys also, and later on. So basically, you just, when you install it, actually, after the installation, you see this tool in your add-ons. Now, this is very important to know. Here's the tool, and it has many other features also, but that for next time, because just you should get, you're getting the idea, so next time that you can do on your own. Now sometime you have a question in your mind, so if you get this, like your comments are coming in Urdu or some other languages, for example, or maybe like they're writing in Roman Urdu also, but there are some tools which are like very basic tools, but I give you some example, which is on Google Translate. See, maybe you don't have to say that how good is the translate, or how, I mean, it is not 100%. That's not the objective over here. The objective is actually that if it does like more than 70% or 80%, that's good enough. So I just like, when I said Google Translate is saying wonderful product is Heret Anges Musliar. Okay, what's the next? Just copy it over there. मैं लॉग मसाइल का सामना कर रहा हूँ. Okay, and this मुझे ये पसंद नहीं है. So on the other hand, if you have your comments coming in Urdu, you can do the same thing, you can apply the same formula over there. So instead of like here the source language English, you will say Urdu, and the target language you can define EN, which is English, or any other language over there. So after that, you can run this analysis over there, which is like text analytics. And there are, by the way, there are many other text analytics tool available on Google Workspace Marketplace and other marketplaces also. So I think that's very important to know this thing. So now you know where from where I have got this thing and how I like integrate it over here. And that's how it is showing you the result of that. Now coming to the next topic. Okay, there are other features if you're a little bit programmatic, for instance, and if you're not even, then so this is a site which you can note down also, and here we'll see kind of different kind of, we can capture the social media data of these different social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. And we can bring it back again in the spreadsheet, but now slightly differently. So if I show you over here, this is a formula. You just need to basically copy it. For instance, I just copied this formula from here and just paste it some in location, any location. For instance, it's actually reading the number of viewers from the Facebook Nike page. Now, if I change the page of this from this information will be changed, which is 708, for example. So previously it was Nike. So I can do many other activities. So I can make it, give it like views. I can give it title like views, or for instance this, and then I can say followers also. And now for that followers, I have another bit of script over here. I will go down. mm, Twitter. mm, Okay, let me do this thing also for you. So we get two different ideas over here. Okay, copy this or here. Now, because I have this is for the Twitter, so I have to put the Twitter link over here and the cell A1. It should bring, but I don't know. Something that happened maybe. Okay, this is how actually you can explore all these features on the page. This is for the Instagram data. For instance, you put your Instagram page over there or whatever you call it, and then you find these different functions over there which you can put in the spreadsheet, and you can acquire different type of data. So for instance, it is showing you over here, and you can do it like this. You can list down all your URLs over here, and then you can do slight changing in your application code over there. For instance, if you have a cell, you're putting your data in a different cell. If it is not A1, then you can change it to A2 and A3, and then you can copy downward so that it automatically changes this cell position over there dynamically, and then on the left side or any other location, so that you can put your URL links over there for different type of analytics. So this is one way of doing and seeing the information. How can I? Okay, right. Okay, next I come to a topic over here, which is again for the, let's say, YouTube content over here. Now for this thing, which we discuss over here, the tracker part, or I'll give you some other example also, the source code for that. This is the source code for This is the source code actually for this tool, which I've showed you over here. So if this is the source code, you have to like come over here in the Git and just simply download this py program, which is YT comment scrapper. And this is the GIF from where which I copied it over here for the presentation. And this is how you can run your script, and then you can get the key over there and what information you're seeking from this activity, and then you can define the output file. And then once the output, the CSV is generated, for instance, that you can load into your this sentiment analysis tool. Right. So coming back to another feature, after that, I will take you through the Google Data Studio. This tool is also very important to understand. I like hanging this top of my screen, so I have to bring it down actually. Okay. Now, for example, these are the YouTube links I have with me today. One, this, and the other is this. So what I need to know, I need to get the video title, publish date, what other features are here, comments, likes, for example. So this is what I need to get. So I will just simply run the script. Now, you don't have to write that script. You can always integrate, download this script. How you will do that, I will let you know. One important thing is to know that as the sheet name, you have to put it as your Gmail ID. This is my Gmail ID. Typically, it is like mansoorahmad@gmail.com, but this tensormind.net is also on Google, so it behaves in a similar manner like the Gmail. So, okay, now this is what we have over here, and we are expecting results in these columns, which is like video title, published date, channel, etc. So I need to run this script. So I will go to the tools part, script editor. I will run this script. So you don't have to write this script. If you are a programmer, if you have some knowledge, you can change this information. Now, after running that script, now you see the information is appearing over here. This is the video title, which is Mars Insight Lander, Dirt itself capturing Martian clouds and wind. This is the video title number 2, and published date. And then we have channel name also, number of views, comments, how many of them, and then for likes and the likes for this also. So sometimes the comments are disabled, so it's undefined. If the comments are enabled, so you'll get the number of comments. And how to get the comments data, actual comments, I showed you this example in this slide over here, and I showed you the source code for that also, so which is over here. You from here you can download. So these are the few things that we can do on our own, and we can save time and we can save money also. Now coming to the part uh, which is Data Studio by Google. Now in this screen you can see what I have done. This is like for my website, TensorMind, and we are doing some analytics over here. I changed and designed this page, whole page, and getting data from Google Analytics also, right? So how we do that, I will tell you. But first of all, let's see the layout. Layout is like this. So this is in the view mode at the moment. I can have like different variables parameterized. I can do analysis by date range. I can do analysis by different other parameters and variables. Let's say that currently this is for a date range. I can change the start date, let's say for example 1st of Jan, and let's say till 18, and then I can apply that, and it will all fetch the data from Google Analytics, and it's showing me in different charts over there. So now I know, and during this date range, I have 81 views, new users of my home page. Then I have like from my Mildroid page, my other pages also, all these other new users. So you can have ever users, you can have new users, you can find different parameter. I will show you how you see that. And that's how the graph is showing also. So most recently it went up actually during the last week or so, for example. And then of course this is how it is showing me geographically. So where these pages, these my website was being actually seen, I can zoom into and I can see the locations over there. I can see very clearly. So if I change the date range, maybe this data also changes. For instance, I changes to a different date, let's say going the last year, um, for example August 1st, and then apply it again, or the entire data will change. Now you see the numbers. Now you see the dots on the maps also. So this is throughout the period, I mean throughout this period, what was been actually selected. So you can see the time on page, page sessions per session, page views, users, even what kind of mobile device info. Most of the people, I mean, they use in terms of the mobile device only. They use iPhone, Samsung also. These are the information, pretty good information. Just coming to you. Motorola, Samsung, the other Samsung, and then the Google Pixel also, Pixel 3, and Vivo. There are lots of kind of brands over there. This is good insight, by the way. And then you see in terms of the browsers, the most famous and the most profound browser is Chrome over there, which is good thing. Now, how to get this thing? How to get this thing done actually? So first of all, you have to do edit, and by the way, it's free tool. Anyway, anyone can use it actually. So I will take you through the entire process of that also. If I click this over here, now over here you can see lots of attributes coming over here one by one. Acquisition campaign. If you are running a campaign, you can do your campaign analysis, by the way. The entire campaign analysis, it can be visualized, can be analyzed over here. Campaign code, lots of things. So it's alphabetically ordered actually. So acquisition medium, acquisition channel, acquisition source. We see ad content, for example, age also. So you would like to see the age groups of the people. Then, for instance, you have the top, the browser thing, browser type, what type of browser. So I put it over there also. Not everything. So I can do city level things. So I use city also over here in this case. So it's already been in use. So if I click whatever the gadget I use, it shows me which application, which parameter, which attribute I have used for this one. So for example, this typical gadget or chart is using the parameter or the variable new users. So if I click this, the map, it is using the parameter or the attribute city, which is over here. So you can simply drag and drop from here. And then rest is, I mean, you don't need any programming language skills at all, not at all. So you just like put it over here, drag and drop. And these are some top level controls which you can add from the menu over here. So you can have like a date range control, you have a data control, and you, by the way, you can link all these gadgets or the charts or the tables, so that if you change one thing, the information in all other gadgets or charts will also change. So these are some nice tools, drop down, kind of fixed lists over there. You can have a search box, like an input. You want to type some text over there, or you need to do some advanced filters, or a checkbox thing, or a date range. This is the example of the date range tool over here, which we have used, right? So this is how it is showing you how this can be done. So if I need to put another field over here, I can do that. Before that, let me take you to another analytics, which is related to YouTube, our YouTube channel. Now it is showing me lots of numbers over there. So because Google, YouTube is also owned by Google, so this information comes really handy. So it is showing you some information, total watch time, media talk. These are my different videos on our YouTube channel, which is showing you overall watch time. So I can apply again a filter over here. Let's say going for a date range, for instance, from the 1st of August, I'm coming the latest 18, and then I can apply that, and then I can see the result of that outcome. It's showing you different numbers over here. So it's showing you total views for 26. Okay, important information like videos, dislikes added, video dislikes removed, because sometimes people dislikes and then again they remove dislike. Similarly happens with the like also. So they like and they remove like. So this statistics is very, very important also. So now you know the average time actually been spent, your content been viewed over a period of time, and then you see in terms of the number of views also, these are the different, and then you also see geographically how it is happening. So this information comes really handy, nice. Now if you, because data studio .google.com allows you to dynamically create all type of analytics over there, but if I need to have it like a predefined pre-built kind of template, you can access it from, you can fetch it from Google Analytics also. So this typical dashboard actually was actually handily and quickly created through Google Analytics page. But what I have done actually, I just added my logo over there. So this is very nice. Okay, so all the filters are there. I can do lots of analysis. I can edit it also. I can do some changes over here. So if you need to do your own, for instance, this is how the page looks like of the data studio, the home page. So you can do, you can create, you use just plus click the create button, and then you can do a very nice report you can create again. Now say for example, if you create it, so there are other features also. I can create a data source. This explorer is a very good tool, but it's in beta at the moment. So let's say click report at the moment. It will give you a blank empty page. Now from here you can choose lots of different type of source of data over here. For instance, at the top it says Google Analytics, which actually I have used for my website and for my YouTube. Then you have Google Ads. You can fetch data from Google Sheets, from BigQuery by Google. These are most Google tools. Then you have a database in PostgreSQL running on a cloud somewhere, MySQL. Because it's not only limited for the social media analytics, because you can blend your company data with the social media, or you can stand alone only have your business related dashboard. So you can use these kind of thing, and even you can have a custom connection also. So you don't want to have opt from these lists over there, you can do a custom connection to your database, which is available on the internet, and that you can very easily hook up. Now I mentioned about this thing because it's very important for me. Now, this is the page, for instance, of seeing my website performance, or let's say, especially this is my YouTube channel performance, for example. So now it is very important for me to visualize this data through these time series over here, along with my business data also, my sales volume also. Let's say if I'm a company like Unilever, and I'm into different consumer goods over there. So if I'm seeing my Facebook page or YouTube channel performance here on the left side, for example, or on the top of the screen. So maybe like in the bottom over here, I can put, or I can put side by side also. So on the left side, I'm monitoring, I'm evaluating or analyzing my social media footprint over there. And then the right side, I'm visualizing my sales data also. So I would say, because I'm doing marketing, lots of marketing on social media, on YouTube, for example, I would like to see the spend of time by the people, by number of views over there, and likes and dislikes, all those things, and the impact on my actual sales value over there. So I can always blend this thing. So I'm fetching this data from YouTube, and on the right side, I can have a different chart which is coming from my database, sales database, or my stocks database, or my ERP, or CRM, whatever. So, and that actually is very important to know, because it is not only that your page is being viewed, okay, that's fine, okay, but if it is reflecting your business or not, that's important to actually correlate over there. So I think this is all about knowing the importance of that. As like mentioned initially, that it's not only about the likes and dislikes of the page and counting them, but you need to know the content. Actually, the real insights lies in the comments over there, and how we can do this, how these comments, which is actually verbatim over there, how we can actually work on that. So one quick way is doing the sentiment analysis, for example. So now I know, for example, at the end of the day, I have 10,000 comments over there. Now I know how many positive comments I have, how many neutral comments I have, how many negative comments I have over there. And that's an insight from me. Now, along with that, I can also see some keywords, some attributes. So, for example, keyword over here could be wonderful, for example. A keyword here could be a login issue over there, and some other kind of. You might be encountering thousands of keywords over, and that keywords, along with the sentiment analysis data, will help you to analyze data differently, which you have never seen before. And for that, for example, for sentiment analysis, I have used this tool, and for a similar purpose, I can perhaps use the same tool, or I can use another tool which can also do this kind of information, which can break down the all the comments into keywords over there, or entities, or for example entities, and then the names over there, a location, a place over there. So these are the things which these tools offer, which are commonly available on the GitHub, which you can find lots of free source over there. If there's information written in Python, maybe in .NET, C Sharp, and some other platform also, which you can always try. This is one example which I gave you. You can always search GitHub and something, you simply search and you'll get this tool. And then when you download this tool, you can customize this script for your custom needs and requirement. It's very simple. If you have any idea of the Python, you can customize it. Maybe like, instead of like, this tool is actually might be downloading in a CSV format, and you want to have this like in a nice application manner, you can convert this Python program in a very nice desktop application, like using Python tablet libraries like tk-intro, or Qt, for example. This and then if you put this program over there, you can have a very nice looking application running on your laptop or PC first. And for data, instead of data downloading on the desktop, you can directly push in your Oracle, your Postgres, your MySQL, SQL Server databases, whatever you want. And then at the top of that, if you are having all these data studios, something running already over there, and you have done this thing, for example, sentiment analysis. By the way, as I showed you in the studio, I can have the data from my spreadsheet or Google Sheet, for example. So I can make a dashboard over here in Data Studio using this spreadsheet, for example. So I can, here I have also lots of charts available, but if I want to have it in a nicely good manner, so I can, this is the name of this sheet over there, and I can always drag in over here, because if I say add data and I say add Google Sheets, it will allow me, and we'll see, okay, this is like sheet, which is we just saw over there, and the sheet one, okay, and I can simply add it over here on the page. So, I mean, then you can see some other variables over there, because this I done this sheet. Okay, okay, this was this sheet actually. So it is the data you seeing is coming from the sheet. Now, if I change this thing, change the sheet, which is name is sentiment analysis. Okay, let me bring this at report. Wait, sentiment analysis at report. Hmm. Maybe like I need to define some features or header over there because I didn't put the headers over there, and I actually mentioned over there that there is a header. So if I say sentiment, for example, uh, over here and score one over here and score two, let's say for example, and title over here, and then let's say remove all this thing for the time being. I go back to this, remove from here. Let's refresh it. Sentiment analysis. Okay. Yeah. Here you see. So then I can see I have sentiment over here also. I can bring this sentiment over here also. I can apply different charts. These are the different nice charts over here. You have maps also. You have geocharts, and you can apply all these things, and you can visualize your data in a tabular format, in a chart format, and you can do a lot. Any questions?
So, Mansoor Saab, I have a question that we can also export the Google Analytics data and put it in here in our own
Yes,
customized report, right? वहां
yes,
से भी तो
yes, ma'am.
डेटा उठा के यहाँ पे
बिल्कुल,
ला सकते
बिल्कुल,
हैं ना.
बिल्कुल ला सकते हैं, एंड इसीलिए मैंने ये सारे टूल्स भी दिखाए। हम कौन कौन से टूल्स हैं, क्योंकि स्टार्टअप्स बजट्स के इश्यूज होते हैं। थिंग्स आर देयर ऑन द इंटरनेट, वी व्हाट वी नीड टू नो, हमें पता होना चाहिए कि उनका कहाँ से होगा एंड व्हाट टू डू एक्चुअली। सो आई थिंक ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है। आप बिल्कुल आपने कहा कि गूगल एनालिटिक्स का डेटा भी आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, आप उसको सीएसवी फॉर्मेट में ले रहे हैं, डायरेक्ट डेटाबेस में ले जाएं, और समथिंग लाइक देन वंस फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू डाउनलोड इट आफ्टर अस को करना क्या है, तो करने में एग्जांपल हमने ये देखा कि वन वे इज डूइंग कि हम अपना सिंपल वेबसाइट की परफॉर्मेंस देख रहे हैं, अपना चैनल की परफॉर्मेंस देख रहे हैं। बट इफ इट इज कमिंग टू लाइक से यूट्यूब चैनल की जो कमेंट्स हैं, वहाँ क्या हो रहा है, वहाँ पे क्या इंसाइट्स है। So these are very important things, and for that, like बहुत सारे tools available है. One is like text analytics tool, which you can embed or install inside your Google spreadsheet. Maybe like there are tools which you can plug in into Microsoft Excel also, and which come really handy, you know.
I see Azhar
And
एक सवाल पूछ रहे हैं कि is there any way to convert Roman Urdu in English?
yes, there are, of course. And for that we have like there is AI algorithms which you can use, and it can be done easily.
Asha, so
So
the translation can be done from Urdu into
translation,
English.
yes, also done. And but again, as I showed you, these are the simple tools, simple Google functions. You just Google Translate, and it can do most of your job actually, very pretty easily. And for that, what Azhar is asking actually, we can if someone has used Google Gboard keyboard for Android and for iPhone, there are features built in actually which offers you to type in Roman. For example, if you talk, and it will actually type in your Roman Urdu over there. or you can choose for exact Urdu option over there also, like in Arabic font. So yes, algorithms are there, and we can customize it accordingly. But this tool is very good, this Google Translate. It comes really handy. So you just need to define the source cell over there, source language. Sometimes it can identify itself, and if I can choose it, for example, maybe I give this type some other language over there, whatever it was there. So it brought. So maybe like in Arabic, for example.
Yes, Hairatangez. No, I get
Uh,
it. Urdu aa gaya. ठीक है.
oh,
And then
so if I say, bilkul. So if I, and then what I need to do, I just control C and copy. That's it. Like in, that's it. So, and then we have data in Urdu. I can put a reverse function over here, let's say, which is again the same thing, but the source will change now.
ठीक है. So that answers Azhar's question.
This,
If you have
I
the
think,
language in
yeah,
Urdu,
maybe I can help Azhar in further discussion in this area. Like as I said, like we'll offer inshallah. So some other features, like as I said, like this is one tool, inshallah, which we will offer NIC community in future, quarter 3,
thank
inshallah.
you.
And
That's
this
very
also,
kind.
the, yeah, Planet Scan is also another tool which is very important, because as you mentioned, I was like talking about like socioeconomic classification, demographic of different areas, for instance. So this is the tool, Planet Scan, and which inshallah we will let NIC community use this tool in future also, without charging them for their understanding and like helping in their business, inshallah. So there are two tools, inshallah, we will be offering.
Adnan, Adnan has a question. Can I get the recording or link after the session? Yes, Adnan, this session would be uploaded in YouTube very soon. आप वहाँ से भी link ले सकते हैं. And right now, this is going live on our Facebook page. So you can check out this whole session on Facebook anytime. Hassan is asking, can you please share the list of all these tools? So
Yeah, definitely. What I will do, I will.
you can share the email that I can disseminate in all the startups for
Yes,
sharing the
yes,
tools.
yes, ma'am. That's what I was saying actually. I will send you all the links also, and maybe and my contact detail would be also there. So these guys can contact me in future whenever they think they need any
ठीक
information,
है.
inshallah.
Azhar is also asking कि need to learn how to download Facebook inbox and comments as well.
Yeah. So yeah, because today's topic was actually to cover in just the basics of that. Azhar, inshallah,
Great.
let's connect and we will discuss all these things.
Ji Azhar, you can connect with Mansoor Saab anytime
Anytime,
or
yeah.
any of your data issues.
Yeah.
So, do we have any further questions from the participants? This was a very thorough and interesting session. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Mansoor Saab, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Anybody
Marjan.
have any questions related to data जो आज के session में है, please ask. Okay, so far I guess we're done with all questions.
All right.
And I see that we have, it's almost the exact time. Okay, आपके पूछ रहे हैं how can we learn about the keywords people use to come on our websites? Doesn't analytics show that? Can we learn about the keywords people used? अच्छा, so लोगों ने कौन से keywords use किए हैं हमारी
Yes.
website के लिए?
Yes, that can also be done. Yes, through Google Analytics, that can be done.
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, तो ये भी हो सकता है। यस, आई थिंक सो। ये ऑप्शन तो मैंने भी आके
जी
गूगल
बिल्कुल
एनालिटिक्स देखा है। ये गूगल कंसोल में आप देख सकते हैं, वहां से डेटा
बिल्कुल
एक्सट्रैक्ट करके आप एक डेटा
बिल्कुल
बना सकते हैं अपने लिए।
एब्सोल्युटली
I think it's really helpful, Mansoor Saab, ke we all as startups need to understand that they need to take out particular information and data from their Google Analytics
बिल्कुल
and then put them in a separate Excel
बिल्कुल
sheet और फिर proper formulas apply
राइट
करके अपने हिसाब से वो डेटा को और अपने
बिल्कुल
ऑडियंस को समझने की कोशिश करें।
right बिल्कुल and then what
Yes.
Marjan, we can do in future, we can have a follow up session also sometime later on, so that like इस चीज को थोड़ा सा
Yes.
और आगे भी बढ़ा सकते हैं. So yes, again this is very important, analytics.google.com जो आपका सोर्स है, वहां पर आप जाएं और अपनी चीजें आप चेंज कर सकते हैं. You can have lots of companies over there. You go and define, you can choose, you can do analytics for different organization over there, and just simply because this is linked actually with your accounts. So if I log into my TensorMind account, I'll see a different view over there. I can see lots of analytics already showing. uh, so all my website, what website, so I can see TensorMind, this ID, and this is another ID over there. And so this is the source of information. Now, what is good that when you go to the data studio, so you simply just connect, like when you say add data, you see Google Analytics over here. So, and then all the information attributes which are there are now start appearing, for instance, on your this on your right side, फिर वो आप उसको choose करें, and then you can start playing and do lots of dashboards and kind of, so you have like a campaign running, so you have different goals over there, goal 19, goal this and goal that, और उसको blend करें, and then you can effectively evaluate performance of your campaigns and all those things. I mean, there's lots of information. You see, if I'm just scrolling it down, and lots of information is coming. So it's up to the individual how they use this information. And there are, by the way, there are very nice templates, default templates, and you can create your own, or you can customize your own also.
ठीक है, ठीक है. That's awesome. That's amazing.
Right.
Any questions, startups, or shall we just have our session ended for now because we've almost reached the closure. 2 minutes रहते हैं to 4 o'clock and then we're done.
So ये नोट कर लें सब, ये जो मैं वैसे भी मेल में भेज दूंगा सारा ये इंशाल्लाह. तो ये लिंक्स जितने भी हैं, ये लिंक भी अच्छा, ये जैसे मैंने आपको ये दिखाया था जो हम ये लेकर आ रहे थे कंटेंट्स वगैरह कहाँ से ला रहे थे, इसका सोर्स मैं अभी आपको क्विकली बता दूं. यहाँ आप जाएं गूगल वर्कस्पेस फॉर डेवलपर्स, यहाँ पर आप जाके ये लिंक मैं आपको अगेन भेज भी दूंगा. आप सिंपली ये आपका व्यू देख रहे थे अभी आप, और इसको सिंपली आपने ट्राई इट, आप जाएंगे नीचे, इसको आप क्लिक करेंगे तो ये आपको एक गूगल स्प्रेडशीट खोल देगा. बट आपको क्या करना होगा, उसकी कॉपी बन जाएगी आपके पास, जस्ट लाइक दैट. आपको क्या करना है, नीचे जाके अपना जीमेल आईडी, जो भी अगर आपका गूगल पे डोमेन है तो वो आप इस तरह से नीचे आपको रीनेम कर दें शीट को, एंड देन यू कैन स्टार्ट यूजिंग दिस. बट इस एक्चुअली जब वो आपके साथ इसको हुकअप करता है तो उसका एक स्क्रिप्ट भी यहाँ पे डालता है विच इज जावा स्क्रिप्ट. बट आपको जरूरी नहीं कि आप पूरे स्क्रिप्ट में जाए, मैंने कोई स्क्रिप्ट को देखा भी नहीं है क्या हुआ, ठीक है ना. आई जस्ट सिंपली रैन इट एंड देन आई सॉ द रिजल्ट्स कमिंग, एंड दिस आई कैन व्हेन आई रन इट एक्चुअली इट गोज इन माय. बाय द वे, एक और इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है कि यहाँ पर ये आ भी रहा है, तो जो भी कुछ नई इनसाइट्स हो रही है तो मैंने एक तरह से अलर्ट भी क्रिएट कर दिया. तो मेरे पेज पे कोई भी चीज नई आ रही है, नए व्यूज आ रहे हैं, तो ऑलवेज गेट ओवर हेयर इन्फॉर्मेशन ऑन माई ईमेल. सो आप उसकी मुख्तलिफ तरह से कस्टमाइजेशन कर सकते हैं.
ठीक है, दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग विद रिगार्ड टू यूट्यूब. ये तो मैंने खुद आज पहली दफा नया सीखा है. ग्लैड टू नो दैट. मंजूर साहब, ये सारी लिंक्स जो है सब बार बार पूछ रहे
जी
हैं कि
जी जी, मैं ये
शेयर द
सब
लिंक.
भेज दूंगा, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, और भी जितनी भी चीजें मैं भेज दूंगा इंशाल्लाह.
यस, ठीक है.
डन.
Awesome. So we
थैंक यू.
are. Hira, can you check if there are no other questions on Facebook? Please let us know because we've reached the closure.
No, nothing here.
All right.
All right. So far, thank you so much, Mansoor Saab, for this amazing session.
Thank you, Marjan. Thank you, Hira. Thank you, Asfar, NIC, and thank you, startups.
Looking looking forward for the link and the details that I could send to
Inshallah.
all startups. And startups have
Sure.
already written to message me and ask about you. तो मैं सबको आपका number forward कर रही हूँ.
जी बिल्कुल, जी बिल्कुल.
सर को और ये हमारे एनआईसी के स्टार्टअप्स हैं, हसन ताहिर साहब हैं, सब हैं. आई एम फॉरवर्डिंग योर नंबर टू देम सो दे माइट कनेक्ट विद यू फॉर देयर ओन डेटा
Sure.
एनालिटिक्स.
बिल्कुल,
ठीक है.
बिल्कुल. ठीक.
थैंक यू
Thank
सो
you.
मच एवरीवन.
Thank you, everyone. खुदा हाफिज.
गुड लक.